already feel the summer heat. I love summer, and if I can actually travel to places that they are in summer, I will be traveling all year round just to look for summer. I chase the sun. I love summer. It is my thing. And today I'm super excited because I'm going to be reviewing Suqqu's Summer 2022 collection. And today, Friday, May 13th, Suqqu's Summer 2022 collection has launched at major retailers. I will make sure to leave all the details, links on my description box below, where to find them. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, I hope you're following me there. If you're not, please come and follow me on Instagram, because right there I keep you posted whenever there's a new release, a restock alert, etc. So come and follow me there. It's very easy at HeyitsJackeline if you are on Instagram, because with Suqqu, this is the thing with them. As soon as they launch a limited edition collection, most of the limited edition collection, it's a random walk kind of situation. They sell out right away. And this is not to build any hype around Suqqu. What happened is Suqqu brings innovation to their formulations. Honestly, you can find some of the most beautiful formulas with Suqqu products, whether the powder products, on lipsticks, foundations, I mean, you name it. And also their color stories are unique. They are truly one of a kind color stories, which just, it's very attractive, because for being a luxury Japanese brand, sometimes we see kind of like the same color stories and whatnot. They are not. They are bringing something different to the table, and that's what makes it so inviting. And I had been in love with the pre-summer 2022 collection. Unfortunately, it came to me a little too late to, upload a review, but I have a lot of the products from that collection that I honestly absolutely love. But I'm just so happy and so grateful to Suqqu, because they sent me their summer 2022 collection that we're gonna dive in right now. I just put a little bit of foundation, I did my brows, concealer on, and I skip on the bronzer because on this collection we have two eyeshadow palettes, which I know I have received them, so we're going to do two eye looks today. Also, there are two different melting powder blushes, which is a new formulation from Suqqu that they launched at the beginning of this year. Wow, this formula is so unique, so beautiful, so forgiving on texture. It just has the perfect amount of radiance without being too shiny. They're just stunning. So this collection comes with two blushes. They sent me one of them. I will be letting you know the numbers and all the details as we dive in onto each of these products. The collection also comes with one highlighter. Unfortunately, that highlighter, I was dying to get it, but unfortunately they ran out on the PR packages of the highlighter, so no highlighter for Jackeline, but that's okay, no problem. And there are a total of 4 lipsticks, 2 of them on the sheer matte lipstick formulation and the other one on the moisture rich lipstick formulation, and they have kindly sent me all 4 of the shades. So pretty much I have the entire collection except for one blush and a highlighter. So okay, my friends, let's dive in. Let's start first. Let's go with the blush in 102 Natsuke 102. This comes with 5 grams of product. It does have a shelf life of 12 months. Packaging just as luxurious and beautiful as per usual. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, I do film in natural light, so hopefully this really helps you to see how the colors will look if you were looking at them in person. And here it is, the compact. This is the beauty. It's a very kind of like natural kind of blush shade. I think it looks very, very lovely, mostly for summertime. And actually that's the inspiration of the summer 2022 collection from Suqqu, is the heat, those hot summer days of summer. That's the inspiration for it. This looks so precious. Comes with a little brush and also a nice size mirror. This formula is so beautiful. Here's the blush. And then it is my understanding that the highlighter is also on this melting powder formulation. I'm just like, I hope that I can get my hands on it because it's so beautiful, but it's also limited edition, which is so sad. With that being said, perhaps they will be bringing highlighters to their permanent line on this melting powder formulation. I'm going to be using a BK Beauty 108 brush. Now these have a little bit of like a golden hue to it. It's not a highlighter though. It just, look, it melts in the skin like so beautifully. Look at that, so pretty. I love how it doesn't emphasize the enlarged pores, the fine lines. It's just such a forgiving formula. It's so beautiful. Do you feel the heat? Summer vibes. Now let's go for the eyeshadow quad, the signature color eyes in 115 Enka. Also 12 months of shelf life. All the products that are powder products, they have a shelf life of 12 months. They are all made in Japan. And here we go. This is again 115. Beautiful, nice, warm kind of palette. And you have here a metallic shade. This one is more like a satin shade. So it's kind of like a rosy gold warm tone. Now this one right here is kind of like a coppery tone, and this one is also more like a satiny shade. And then you have a matte shade. Oh, that brown, it's like a terracotta brown. It looks so pretty. And super creamy too. So creamy. Going into the light gold tone with a Refer 16 brush, and I'm gonna apply it above the crease. BK Beauty 202 brush, and I'm gonna go to the matte shade, and I'm applying it on the outer third. I'm taking it to the crease. BK Beauty 203 brush, and I'm taking the shade and applying it outer third. Smith 253 brush, and let's go to this kind of corally rose gold shade, and I'm gonna apply it from the inner third of the eyelid. Let's get the other copper shade. With my finger, I'm gonna go to the golden tone, scrap a little, and I'm just gonna put it right on the center of the eyelid. It's just kind of like creates kind of like a sunset look. Going with a little bit of this matte shade in the lower lash line. Refer 23 brush, and I'm gonna go to this shade, and I'm gonna apply it on the inner corners. And now, because I'm going to be creating a second eyeshadow look, I will be using some falsies, and these are from VELOUR in the style Would I Lie? And by the way, I do have a discount code with VELOUR. I will be leaving it also on the description box below for you. lashes are on, I went ahead and applied just a little bit of bronzer, not too much, just a tiny bit. And now let's go into the moisture rich lipstick. Like I said again, this collection comes with 2 lipsticks on this formulation and also on the sheer matte lipstick formulation. So what I'm gonna do is I just chose like one from one formula and one from the other formula for this look, and then we will try the other 2 for the other look. Let's go for that. And I have here the number 123 Shakuka in the moisture rich lipstick formula. And this is more of like a hybrid between a lip balm with lip oil combination and a satin lipstick. It's very hydrating. Love the packaging, it's beautiful. Look at this shade. Isn't this so gorgeous? Look at that. Wow. Now that is intense. That is total summer vibes. You see, like, it's not gonna go as intense as it looks right here. Such a pretty lipstick. You see, don't be scared. You can build it up if you want to. And what I like about this formulation is that it's not one of those kind of like lipsticks that they feel like too oily that everything is gonna run everywhere. No, this is a very comfortable formula that actually grips onto your lips very well. Going now to the sheer matte lipstick in 108 Netsuafure. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names. I'm just trying my best. Again, I'll be leaving them on the description box below and most likely here also on the screen. And this is the packaging. Now with these sheer matte lipsticks, you have to buy the cap separately. And this is the shade. Isn't this so pretty? Love this orange tone. Oh, this just give me all the vibes for summer. So here you go. This is, see, like the difference between the oranges. This actually reminds me a lot to the color of the Hermes boxes. It does have a little bit more of like a yellow hue to it. It does. And this is the beauty of this sheer matte lipstick formula. It doesn't feel matte at all. It feels kind of like a hybrid between a matte and a satin formulation. That comfort that doesn't gather on the fine lines. It's very forgiving. It's even a little bit blurring, and you feel still the moisture on your lips, which is just wonderful. Now into the eyeshadow quad 116 Koukyou. Very lovely shades. I feel like this is gonna give me perhaps more of like a sultry kind of vibe. And you have here the same format. We have right here this metallic shade, and this one right here is alike to this formula right here. And then we have this soft matte shade. This is more of like a cool tone palette. And this is a beautiful taupey shade. We have a lilac, this taupey shade, warm coral shade, and then this shade right here is more of like a cool tone brown. Refer 01 brush. Line it on the outer third. And a little bit on the crease too. This could be a total one and done eyeshadow. Refer 02 brush, and I'm gonna go to this shade. I'm just putting it right here, close to the outer third. Just trying to create a little bit of gradient before I apply the lilac shade. Smith 253 brush. PK Beauty 204 brush. Taking these on the lower lash line. Sonia G Mini Booster. And I'm gonna deepen out. The other B. And wing it out a little. Sonia G Flat Definer. I'm gonna take this shade and apply it very close to the lower lash line. I really love how this shade pulls this beautiful, mesmerizing kind of like lilac tone. It actually looks very, very ethereal. I did have just a little bit of fallout with this shade. Lashes on, and now let's go for the Moisture Rich Lipstick in 122 Yuredaidai. It's actually just a little bit more warm than this matte shade right here. It's so pretty. Oh, this is total summer. This has a little bit of like specks of shimmer, not chunky glitter, but it does have a little bit of these golden sparkles. You cannot feel them on the lips. It's not like grainy, you know, but they are there, so they give that extra shine. Sheer Matte Lipstick in 109 Saikei. Or like a terracotta kind of shade. A little bit of that yellow undertone too, which I find it very, very interesting. Yeah. Gorgeous shade. I'm just curious to see if I put a little bit of this one in 122 right on the top. Oh yeah, and it gives a little bit of shine. Well, definitely you can do this if you want something a little bit more shiny. Love this combination here too. For the fragrance of the day, I have to go with a fragrance that really calls for summertime, the heat of summer, and yeah, it has to be by Fragrance du Bois Jaune Intense. Oh, this is a beauty. This will transport you to a tropical island. With a cocktail on hand. right by the ocean view. It's so beautiful. The notes are Tahitian tiare flower. Also, it has ilang ilang, pineapple, vanilla, oud, and jasmine. This is just a masterpiece. One of my favorite summer fragrances. Actually, spring summer fragrance. It can go either direction, but I feel like this is just the most beautiful, like smooth kind of cocktail, again by the beach. Definitely this fragrance will transport you to a most beautiful resort at a tropical paradise. Oh, it's just too beautiful, and the longevity of it, it's gorgeous. One of my favorite fragrances for summer and also springtime, because it does have a little bit of these white flowers, a little bit of, like I said, the jasmine in it, but it does have the twist of the pineapple with the ylang ylang and also the Tahitian tiare flower, that it just makes it so like a tropical sensation. You will get so many compliments with this. It's such a beautiful fragrance. Okay, my friends, and now into my final thoughts about the Suqqu Summer 2022 collection. Let's start first with the blush. I think the blush is a very unique shade, and a shade that actually will work for so many and various kind of like eyeshadow looks, and really calls for summertime. It does have a little bit of a glow to it without being a highlighter, and therefore I will say, you know, if you end up not being able to get your hands on the highlighter from this collection, this will act kind of like a, you know, a hybrid between a blush and a highlighter without being too beaming, but giving that very beautiful, you see right there, that glow right there to the skin that makes you look like a summer goddess. I know I'm not a summer goddess, but you know what I mean, that beautiful glow. And with this formulation, if you haven't tried the melting powder blush formula from Suqqu, don't miss it out. Honestly, they do have a full line on their permanent line. The shades are gorgeous, and the way that they actually mesh with your skin is just exquisite, just exquisite. So definitely a yes on this blush right here. Now into the eyeshadow palettes, starting first 115 Enka, which is the warmer tone. Honestly, this was the palette that if I was to purchase it myself, I wasn't gonna get it. Not because I don't like the color story, but actually because I felt like seen and done. But actually, I really love how it turned out. It gave me this very much summer heat vibe that is just so beautiful. Love the play with the copper tone, the gold, champagne, and then this beautiful kind of coral pinky rose gold shade that has a little bit of warmth. This matte shade is stunning too. So really love this eyeshadow quad. Performance is beautiful. And going into the eyeshadow palette in 116, this one right here is the one that really caught my attention because, you know, my friends, I really love purpley lilac tones, lavender tones. I think they are just so beautiful, and they really give this very nice, lovely, sultry look. But this one in particular, more than a sultry vibe, it gave me a very ethereal kind of look with this shade right here. Now, take into account that with any of these eyeshadow quads, and for that matter, with any eyeshadow quads that you have in your collection, you don't need to use all the eyeshadows that they offer in the palette. In fact, you can just go with one and done. Like this shade right here will look amazing solo. Same thing with this shade. You can just do a very, you know, like very soft look. You don't need to use all of the shades. I do it because I'm bringing you a review and I want to see the formulation. I think the formula is very beautiful. I'm very impressed about this formula that is so creamy. And they do have a lot of emollients. The only thing that I find out is with this shade right here, there was no patchiness, super easy to blend, and that's something that Suqqu knows how to do it really well. But I find out a little bit of fallout, and I always tap a little bit my brush before going into it, but I find out a little bit of fallout right here. So my suggestion will be to actually do first your eye look and then put on, you know, foundation and the rest of your makeup. That will be my suggestion right there because of that tiny bit of fallout. But I really love this combination of cool tone shades for summertime. I think they really give this sunset kind of look. You know, when the sun is setting and then you see all these colors in the sky that goes through purple, blue, and that reddish tones. So these full collection give those vibes, not only from the eyeshadow palettes to also the lipsticks. All the lipsticks, I don't know which one to choose. All of them are so pretty. I love the moisture rich lipsticks because they are just so nourishing without making a mess all over. You know what I mean? Like you can definitely even forgo a lip liner and you will not find out that it's gonna start bleeding, all over your lips. It's just such a beautiful formula. And then the sheer matte lipsticks, they do have this very soft focus kind of effect and they are not fully matte. I really love how they do not emphasize the fine lines, which is something that I feel like it's so important. I honestly feel like most of matte lipsticks, they are unflattering unless the formulation is extremely soft. Love the entire collection. I think they did a amazing job. I mean, leave it to Suqqu. They honestly do wonderful, and I'm sure this collection will sell out like this too. Once again, be reminded that Friday, May 13th is the day of the launch of this Suqqu Summer 2022 collection. Thank you so much to Suqqu for sending these products for my review. And I want to know from you, my friends, are you planning to pick up any of these products from this collection from Suqqu? Which are the products that you are eyeing? Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below. And while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.